Rahul here, Punch Out Boxing. Delight to be here with Callum Simpson. Looking radiant. You've been in the sun.
Maybe. A little glow, a little glow.
Somewhere exotic for sparring or just for the, I don't know, the vitamin D.
Vitamin D, we'll say.
Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, so this guy Mbappe, not to be mistaken for the French footballer. I don't know if it's a step up or something, but brings something different. He's a genuine puncher. Is that why they selected him to give you a bit of extra jeopardy?
Well, that's it. Yeah, it's a big show, so it calls for a big, dangerous fight. He's had 32 wins and knocked out 29 of them. So, this is the kind of fights that I want, the kind of fights that I need, and the public deserve to see. So, yeah, we'll see what it's about Sunday.
First time you a fighter like yourself on the up who goes in with a big puncher, what are they looking to test? Your punch resistance or your ability to keep your concentration and evade it actually getting hit?
Who knows, mate? Who knows? Probably just want to see me get knocked out. Probably just want me to get hit. Nah, I don't know, mate. I think it's important in boxing to test yourself for all different styles. Test yourself against boxers, pressure fighters, people who box the back foot, front foot, big punchers, high combination punchers. So it's about not just stepping up in levels, but when you step up in levels, fighting different kind of fighters as well.
Yeah, indeed. I just wonder what happened to the your mandatory shot at Zach Shelley? Is that on ice? Is it being talked about for later on in the year, or are you waiting on Zach?
That's being made. Have you not been keeping up to date? That fight's being made.
Have we got a date?
Potentially.
Okay. All right. I mean that'll be a bit of a needle fight. Yeah. Did you see his win last time out against not Hebron, Cullen?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was sat ringside. I was sat ringside for that. I was sat ringside for it, and I was just smiling for the full fight, thinking whichever one of these two I get, yeah, it's not going to be a night's work.
So not impressed by what you saw then.
No, mate, no.
Super middleweight, red hot division. Obviously that belt, that WBO Continental, give you what top 15 ranking. But there's a queue a mile long to try and get at Canelo. After these next couple of fights, you're going to be looking to get into the mix with someone else. I know your stablemate Mark Heffron's going in with MBABE in Canada, for example. You looking by the end of the year to be in with that sort of caliber?
Potentially, mate, not 100%. I think I'm ranked 15th for the WBA. Obviously I've got this fight on Sunday, and I've got CHELLI after that, and so it's hard. You don't want to plan this fight, but yeah, there's been a few names that have been mentioned who are ranked top 15 in the WBA as well, who we could potentially be fighting. But one fight at a time, one step at a time. But yeah, I definitely want to keep continuing, keep progressing, 100%.
Yeah, indeed. Might be a long wait for an actual crack at the world title because Canelo, you know what he can do. Puts everyone on ice until he wants to fight. Yeah, I mean, did you encounter Ben Whittaker? I know you talked about him as a future possible opponent.
Yeah, I think that's a fight that'll happen in the future, definitely. I just want to make it clear and let everyone know that it's a fight I'm open to. If it's not now, then whenever really. But yeah, I've seen Ben. I get along with Ben. He's a nice kid. He's got a nice family. It's just business, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, it is just business. No need, no need to have needle. Just on your stablemate Mark Heffron, how do you think he gets on against Mbili? It's a dangerous fight.
I've never actually seen Billy box, but I know that he's got a high work rate. I've been told he gets caught with a lot of shots, but he's very fit, got good conditioning. But Mark Heffron can punch, so I think Mark's up against it, but if he wins, it'll put him right back up there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think that'll put him number one with one of the governing bodies. So just going to show, we've seen recently fighters like maybe more so at heavyweight guys like Parker, written off a few fights ago, get a couple of good wins on your belt, it's almost forgotten. So is it? Do you think there's a change of fighters now that you can put your O on the line and it isn't that big a deal, especially if you're young enough?
Nah, definitely not. You see loads of fighters that coming back from losses. Even look at Tyler Denny, what Tyler Denny's done. Even Zach Chelli, he's done great to win the British title. There's loads of boxers, so there's nothing wrong with putting your O on the line. I think it's good that people are getting out of that mindset where they want to challenge themselves. They're having proper 50-50 fights, and if you lose, I think promoters need to make it clear that that you can come back. So I think sometimes, you know, a boxer lost their own and they're kind of being thrown to the curb. And yeah, we get it's a business. But yeah, I think more fighters hopefully now are willing to take harder fights.
Indeed. Talking of 50-50 and hard fights, a man that, of course, we know you've been associated with Artem Beterbiev. Finally, they got that, well, we presume that undisputed fight's going ahead on June the 1st. It's not been officially announced, but can Bivol, can he do the impossible that what no one else has been able to do?
I used to think if anyone can beat Beterbiev, Bivol, but I don't think he does. I think Beterbiev wins late stoppage, round 9, 10 to 12.
You think it'll go similar to the Vodzik fight in that he might be ahead, but the toll of Bivol constantly coming down at you.
I think it'll be the same way every fight goes. But Beterbiev's in.
Incidentally, Turki Al-Sheikh reckons he'd like the winner of that to fight Jai Opataya. Do you think can Beterbiev go up to cruiserweight and do the business there?
He beat Usyk at cruiserweight in amateurs. You know, he used to fight at cruiserweight. I believe he used to weigh 85 kilograms. He used to fight at 91. But you know, he actually dropped Usyk as well as an amateur. But he lost him in the Olympics. So yeah, why not? I think he can do. I think he can do that.
All right, well, exciting times throughout boxing, but first things first, you got to do the business. Sunday night. Finally, tell us how it's going to end.
Simpson stoppage, hopefully.
Early?
We'll see. We'll see.
All right, let's hope you give us a good Easter gift Sunday. Callum, always a pleasure. We'll see you Sunday night.